beautiful stars, you're going to need some paper. Wrapping paper works nicely, or some sort of decorative regular paper. Not too thick, and I've done it with tissue paper, which is quite thin, but it's a little difficult. So start with just some nice wrapping paper or some decorative pretty paper. You're going to make these small stars with these twisted edges, and we're gonna stack them up. We're gonna try to make I'm gonna make 14. I think that's a good number. You can do a little bit less or more. And you're gonna need some string, some glue. I like regular wet glue, a needle that's pretty pointy with a big opening, a pencil, some scissors, and something to trace a circle with. This is about a 4-inch piece of cardboard. And something to lay the whole thing on, just so you don't get glue all over your table. You're going to trace your circle with the pencil. I like to stack a couple pieces together. Not too many, because you're gonna have to cut it. Then you want to fold the circle or circles in half. Make sure they're lined up, and then in half again. And that's going to help you find the center. So open it back up and use your needle to just push through all of them, just to find the center for later. And then you can have them all lined up. You're going to cut down along that line, not all the way to the tip, and a little bit more than halfway. Sometimes people trace about like a dime size in the middle, but you can also just use your eyes if you're good at measuring. So a little bit more than halfway, go around to each line, and then you're going to go in between each one, and again, just eye it as evenly as you can. So then just take one circle, and you're going to, before you use the glue, just roll the corners of that little piece in to make the tip. I think it's helpful to do it first without the glue. And it's nice to use a pencil, because you can make a little bit tighter point, which it makes the star look a lot nicer. So just roll one end over the pencil, and then just roll it the other end, and just kind of twist one side over the other to make a nice tight twisted tip. And then make a little space for your glue. You're going to use, I like to just use the tip of my pencil. It's nice if you have an eraser. Just to dab a little piece of glue, a little bit of glue, you don't want too much, and just rub it on one corner. And then you can just fold the edges over and kind of twist it around to make that tight tip. And just, it takes practice, so the first one you do might not look so good. And try not to use too much glue. It'll be harder to twist it around. And your hands might get a little bit dirty. You can also use the pencil again after you put the glue on to help you make a little tighter circle. So here I'm using a different piece of wrapping paper, and I can twist it a little bit tighter, and it helps if your pencil is pretty sharpened and has a nice tip. Once you've made all of your circles, I have 14 here, you're going to take a long piece of string, this is about 20 inches, and you want a button or a bead to run through right to the middle, and then you're going to fold the string in half and stick those two ends in through the needle. So you don't want your thread to be too thick or your needle to be too small. So here I'm struggling a little bit as well. So just try to slide it in. So after you've threaded your needle, you're going to start to layer the stars. The first one is going to go the pattern side or the flat side down. And then from here, some people just do the opposite the whole way to the end. So just like I did that one, you would keep going like that. But I like to alternate. I found that I've had better stars that way. So you can play around with it. It's easy to kind of redo it after you've threaded it if it looks weird. Just cut it and redo it. So just go ahead and layer them all on however you think is best. It just depends also on the type of paper you have or if your points are really pointy or not. And then once all of your pieces are on, you want the last one to be also pattern side up. You're going to put the other button or bead through both parts. And then here's the cool part. You're going to make a knot and then carefully pull the two pieces all the way down until you kind of make a little hedgehog star. Voila, that's it. And then you want to do one more knot just to make sure it's tight if you can. It's a little bit of a fumbling to make sure that you don't get any of those tips in there. So here I'm going to show you how I kind of fumbled to get that second knot. So just take your time. And then once you do that last second knot, you can just tie the two ends together. You can do a little bow tie, so you have a cute little ornament, bow tie, whatever works. Or you can just do a knot and cut off the tip. And there you have it, your little star ornament or whatever else you think you can do with it. Enjoy!